AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Washington football team. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. It's a first down and more for Gibson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On second down now, it's Gibson. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Throwing, Mayfield. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
First down, Prescott. That is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10.
46. Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. 52's the mark, boys. 52.
Play action now. Prescott. Catch made by Slayton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
No. Switch.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Throwing on second and 8. Prescott. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. Mayfield. Flushed out right. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Kill. Check. 52's the mic. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 52's the mic right here over there.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down throw for Prescott. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice nice chunk of yardage on the screen. They send a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's bring it. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 22.
Prescott. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Kill. Check Mike 21. I got it. Go. I got you. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Get in the weight room. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Pick me up. Here we go. 47.
To the air again, Prescott. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he is all the way up past the 25. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. They tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Flushed out right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Mayfield to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Here's Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Prescott on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Able to get there and pick it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw, Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Prescott looks to throw on first. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Check. Check. Kill.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Check, nickel. Check.
Prescott down. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Washington football team. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
You know, on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Check, 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 check. Hey, check,
on play action, Prescott. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progression and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Rico Gafford, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Mayfield on play action. That's out to the flat for Gibson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
From the 22, Mayfield. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. Jabril Cox there on the tackle. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield now. He's going to take another shot here. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. Hey, check my 47. Check my 21. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Hey, check my 21.
Now Prescott.
Let's go. Big series right here.
Flush to his right. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field? And they find each other for the completion.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
52's the mark, boy. 52. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball.
Here's Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play that time through the air. 51 yards. These two teams all tied after 1. They'll throw again. Prescott. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Slide for the PAT. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Prescott off play action. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Watch QB draw. Watch QB draw.
Throwing. Prescott. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Mike 21. Mike 21. Check. We're going to 53. It's me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check.
Prescott now from the 50. And that'll be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, check. Mike 21. 47. Swerve today. Hey, check. Mike 21. Mike 26.
Prescott yet again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Coming after you. Hey, check. Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 26.
Prescott to throw it.
Let's go, D.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man. I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Kill. You got what he's saying? 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. You get blocked.
Prescott from the gun. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he'll be out right at the 35.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the gun, Mayfield. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, Gibson. And this time they were waiting for it as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. William Jackson with a pick. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second down and 8.
14's the mic. 14's the mic. Me and you on deck.
They're going to look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fourth down, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really get downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's a give to Gibson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. 14's the mic. 14's the mic.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. First down, Prescott. Looking downfield for Jones. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first down throw for Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And not much to speak of. Calling a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Mayfield. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, this is the tight end fan. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
third down. It's Prescott. He's got his tight end fan. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down at 4.
Check Mike 21. All day, pump. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. We're going to 54. Ryan. Back to you. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Crunch time, defense. Hey, check Mike 21.
To throw is Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Go. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill. Skill kill.
Prescott. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Kill. Check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check 21.
Play action now. Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, it has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Pass incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It's going to be a long day. 14's the mic. 14's the mic. Mike 14. Regular.
To throw, Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And again, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Prescott. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got him in. Complete. The 20. A big play here for Dallas. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Cowboys, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week